We're at Commodity Classic. Let's talk biodiesel now with Ann Steckel, Director of Federal Affairs for the National Biodiesel Board. First Commodity Classic, why are you here?
I'm thrilled to be here, and I'm excited to be speaking with you also. It's important for us to be here at Commodity Classic. The soybean industry is such a great partner to the biodiesel industry and our customers, and so we enjoy the working relationship. And this is really the ability to be able to be here and tell our story, the importance of the biodiesel story, and visit with a lot of our customers. So we're having a lot of fun.
It's a great story to tell, but the problem is I think the book's been shut. There's just not as much discussion, especially when it comes to biodiesel. A lot of discussion about and angst over ethanol, but somehow biodiesel has been lost in this latest round of talking about renewables.
Well, getting the biodiesel message out is incredibly important. Certainly, we're a lot smaller than the ethanol industry, and we both are participants in the renewable fuel standard. So EPA has not put out the renewable volume obligations for the RFS. They're few years behind schedule, and so we're really talking about the importance of getting that number out and getting an increased number for our industry. As a young, growing industry, having these escalating volumes of biodiesel to be used and the diversification of the diesel market is incredibly important. Obviously, our friends in the soybean industry and the corn industry understand that as well and are great partners in our discussion on that.
All right, so where do we go from here? Getting farmers to ask about soy-based biodiesel, but probably just as importantly to use it, and then talk to their member of Congress or senators when they're in their home states and districts about the importance of why we need to move forward.
Well, we certainly have a great opportunity with 7,000 some folks here at Commodity Classic to talk to them about the importance of biodiesel, and to then have those farmers and participants talk to their elected officials, their members of Congress, about biodiesel having these high RFS volumes and why it's so important to biodiesel and to the agriculture industry. And so this is a really unique opportunity for us to work with our partners to develop our message and then have our members of Congress advocate on our behalf.
Talk about EPA and some of our friends there. They are probably what the biggest kind of drawback. Just what do you see in your opinion? Is it a matter of still trying to find the right understanding, or is it just the backlog of other things and other things are trying to regulate of why we haven't moved on biodiesel?
It's incredibly unfortunate that EPA has not put out the RFS volumes. They have hurt the biodiesel industry dramatically. Our production has been cut from 2013. Our 2014 production went down because we didn't have that strong, solid number out there for our industry to shoot towards and for the obligated parties to demand. And so we're really hoping that they get that number out as soon as possible. You know, EPA has a big job in their rulemaking process, and we understand that, and we're going to continue to work with them and to educate them. But they have to understand, too, that their indecision on this is having real-world implications to our biodiesel industry. We've seen some of our small producers and some of our even larger producers go out of business or reduce production, and that is directly because the EPA has not put out their volume requirements for the RFS.
So that's really the biggest hurdle, you think?
It's absolutely the biggest hurdle. Getting those numbers out and getting a strong number out of EPA is our top priority and something that we're working on every day.
All right, Ann, thanks for the update. Good to see you.
Thank you so much. I appreciate it.
Ann Steckel, Director of Federal Affairs for the National Biodiesel Board, has joined us. That's the AgView from Phoenix. I'm Ken Rogers.